Hey, what is going on, everyone? Today we have the 4th anniversary event, Milestone Math, that we're going to be going over today. Celebration Incantation, something like that, I believe that it's called. I should know that, but we'll take a look at it anyways. There's also an associated web event milestone that we're going to be going over as well. So there's actually 2 milestones that we need to talk about in terms of the math. I do have my webcam on right now, but I'm going to be turning it off for the rest of the video afterwards because I'm having some technical problems. There's a lot of glitching and stuff that I'm surprised it hasn't gone. There we go. So for the rest of it, but I will be getting a replacement early next week. So just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. So that's a thing. But let's get to the math because there's quite a bit of it and we need to talk about it. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. There we go. All right, and so to start things off, I just want to kind of, here in the Celebration Incantation, I got it right, the event page here. So this is the 4th event anniversary milestone. It took a little while at first for things to come up. One thing I do want to point out is that as far as the Cauldron currency for campaigns, it is the same as previous events like that, but the Isotope 8 campaign energy is actually double currency. We're going to talk about that. You do get it via blitzing, and the daily objectives so far, it's only in raids and real-time arena, and I'll point that out as well. Unfortunately, I already claimed my objectives, but some of my Discordees and my Alliance members said that there was only available for raids and RTA and not for arena, so I don't know if that's a bug. I don't know if they're going to fix that, but yeah, I didn't have any, and neither did anyone else, so we'll talk about that as well, and how that impacts the math. But we do have the Cauldron's event store as well. This is a 14-day event, and it's going to reward quite a bit of teal gear, some random other stuff here and there like you do in Milestones, and you get some special orbs as well, so we'll take a look at that as well. So what I want to talk about here next is actually, I want to talk about the store in terms of what you're going to get as rewards, because this is going to be really important. So this might be familiar for people who are used to things like the Echo event, Echo store, the Magic store, things like that. So you're going to get a lot of teal gear. What I personally would recommend buying is if you're in that Dark Dimension 5 crunch, probably get some teal origin gears here for 1,200 a piece. You get 6 for 1,200. That's pretty good. There's also some superior uniques, interestingly, because that was never a thing before, I'm pretty sure. So you can get 6 of these for 1,500. So if you see anything that you're really crunching on, or the brand new one, I would definitely get involved on that one. If you're really crunching really hard on G14 minis, they're also 1,200 for 10, which is a really good price. It's about 120 currency for that. I'm not sure if we've seen G14 minis really as in these stores before. So all things considered, it's actually pretty good. That's probably all I would personally recommend buying. I wouldn't really spend on purple gear, and there's some ability materials, but I wouldn't really do that. So top 3 choices for buying would definitely be G14 minis, and then the superior uniques, and then teal origin gear. I think that's the best bang for your buck there. Secondly, I want to talk about the milestone itself in case you didn't actually get a chance to go over it. There is the successful brew milestone. That's primarily what we're here to talk about and how you're going to get scores for that. You get scores for, of course, spending cauldrons, but when we get to the actual spreadsheet, we'll talk about where you get all that from. There's some pretty good rewards in here, though. There's a lot of Scarlet Witch shards, which is a bit strange, admittedly, but hey, she's in the Blitz store, right? So this isn't really a huge deal. But you're going to be getting some Tempered Osmium, which is one of the new uniques, which is really good. And then you get some random, orange stuff, some teal gear, teal catalyst, things like that. And actually, this is going to be really important to get to, this Milestone 29. And I do want to say that this entire milestone is free-to-play accessible because you can grind out the currency that you need from Blitz. So a lot of this event is really going to be staggered around Blitz, but the more blitzing you do, the more currency you're going to get, and you should be able to complete this as long as you blitz enough for it, and we're going to talk about exactly how many rotations you need. But this one here, Milestone 29, 39,500 for 25 Tempered Osmium Superiors, this is going to be really good, so try to get at least a here if nothing else. There are some other ones. There's some like teal Tempered Osmium, which is okay as well, because that's going to be for Morgan as well. There's a total of 8 actually, so you need 18 for Gear 16, so that's almost half of what you need for Morgan. And frankly, the 25 superior ones as well is going to be be almost half as well. I want to talk about these orbs, though. These are special orbs that you're going to get to unlock the Black Bolt special costume. If you really care about that, they are available, I believe. Actually, maybe it's in this, the event store orbs here. So the Spider Eggs orb, the Dragon Tooth orb, the Frog's Breath. Now this is from the Milestone, and the Eye of Newt, I believe, is from the daily login calendar. There are other ways that you're going to get these as well. So the Dragon Tooth orb is the random sort of Web Warriors and Dark Hunters shards here. You get 40, 20, so you're gonna get a total of 80 shards, and it's completely random with 5 newer characters, which is actually pretty impressive. I hope that I land on Ghost Spider or Morbius. That might help for me, or Scarlet Spider. Actually, no, Scarlet Spider, because I'm close to 5-star. I'd really appreciate that. So this is actually a pretty good orb with not terrible characters, so kudos to them for that. A guaranteed Elite 5 here in the Spider Eggs, and just some random ISOs and other materials in the Eye of Newt orb. So you collect all 4 of them, and then you get the, I believe it should be in the achievements, and that you get the bits for that. There should be a down here, open ingredient orb, you get the bits, and then you can buy that in the costume store for the Black Bolt. He's there. The Strike Anniversary Black Bolt costume as well, if you care about that. You can pick that up there. So I believe that's everything. Now we're going to talk about the math. The first thing, in case you were unaware, because they didn't actually tell us this either, we're going to jump really quickly here. In the web store, there is what's called the shadow casting, and if I could zoom in, can I zoom in a little bit? The shadow casting milestone. Now this wasn't told to us in advance, but it is a thing. Now I have the math in my my spreadsheet, of course, as well. It's a 14-day milestone to go alongside the other anniversary milestone. There's some random stuff in here. There's some like purple Mystic Orbs. Now, what I'm unsure of, there's currently some blanks. I can't click on it, and I have no idea what they are. And then there's some, what appears to be orbs, milestone 4 and 6. And then there's some other stuff from milestone 8 downwards. This could be Cauldron currency. I think I've tried refreshing my page, and it doesn't actually show anything. So I'm not sure what this is. If this is Cauldron currency, I haven't added this into my spreadsheet because I'm not 100% sure if that's what it is. So some of the numbers that I have are a little bit more blitzing to compensate, and if these are Cauldron currencies, great, then you can do less blitzing, but there's some other things here. There's 2 things here. I honestly don't know what they are. There's some tempered osmium in here, some more, which is great, so an extra 4 here. Some silver promo creds, but yeah, I have no idea what these blank things are. Maybe I'll return to this later and add an update in the comments down below. So I just wanted to make people aware of that there is some stuff to claim online, so make sure you go back and do that. Now let's talk about the milestone math, because that's really important here. So I'm going to drag this over my Excel. Let's maximize. So the successful brew milestone, this is a 14-day event, like I mentioned, and you need a total of 85,000 points. Now that was the, where's my game? That's the, at the very bottom, that's how much you're going to need to get at the very bottom. So make sure that you go all the way to the end. 85,000 points, you can see it here, jumping back to the math, of course. Some things to note, like I said, the Eye of Newt orb is day 7 on the special login calendar that we have, and then the Frog's Breath orb is in milestone 32, which is roughly 46,500 points. Now the other orbs, I believe you're going to get given. I think there's going to be an inbox for one of the orbs at some point, and I forget, actually it's probably in the mail, so my bad, but you should be able to get all 4 of these free to play, so that shouldn't be too much of a deal. Now, where you're going to get some of the daily Cauldron currency, this is really important here. So you're getting 200 from the raid objectives. Now, the raid battle objectives, sorry. This is the 8 raid battle objective. You also get 125 from the RTA. Now, I mentioned this earlier on. The arena battle is supposed to have something, and it currently does not. So I don't know if this is getting fixed. If it does, and it adds a substantial amount of currency, then you might be able to not blitz as much. But for the moment, because I don't know if they're going to fix it or not, I'm leaving it blank because I don't know if they're going to do anything. You get campaign currency from campaign energy spending from a 1-to-1 ratio. So I added in about 1,008 currency now, or sorry, energy. And so that's if you do your 200 core refreshes. Now, not everyone's necessarily going to be doing this, but this is kind of like your daily sort of optimized amount of currency. This also includes your 80 free refreshes 3 times a day and your natural energy as well. Now, the ISO 8 campaign energy, which is really interesting, it's actually a 2-to-1 conversion scale. So you're getting 2 currency for every 1 of this energy spent. So if you wanted to use your cores, you're actually going to get more benefit out of it doing it for this. So I didn't add this in because I know a lot of people don't naturally tend to core ISO 8 campaign energy, but you are going to get a little bit more currency for doing this. So 720 energy, this is why I put it here. This is typically how much ISO 8 campaign energy you get daily, just from the natural time regeneration from your daily refreshes and one free core you get these from the daily objectives, you know, the packs or whatever. And so timing that by 2, you get about 1,440 there. That gives you total daily points of about 2,773. Now that's going to be all of the non-blitz stuff that you're going to get scores from points for. What's really going to be important is talking about where you're getting it from blitz winning. They actually upped the currency from 22 to 23. It doesn't make a huge difference, but I kind of did some little simple math here for 5 blitz rotations. That's 30 wins each. That's a total of 150 wins. 23 times 150 gets you 3,450 currency. If you add that 3,450 onto the 2,773 from above, then you get a blitz and daily currency total of 6,223, which is exactly kind of where you need to be. Because if you divide, and you know, I'll zoom out a little bit here. If you take this 85,000 that you need for the full event and you divide it by 14 days, you basically need almost 6,100 daily currency in order to finish the milestone. So what this kind of tells you is that you're going to need about 5 rotations, maybe a little bit less if what I saw in the web milestone is cauldrons. If they add in the arena daily objective, things like that, it might bring it down a little bit, but otherwise you're probably looking around 5 blitz rotations if you are an account that can do about 30 wins or so per rotation. Now if you get like more than that, I believe there's 37 or 38 teams in all. If you get like 35 team wins, then, you know, it might be only like 4.25 blitz rotations for you. But I kind of do my math with 30 team wins in mind just now. You know, maybe this will change when we get to 40 teams. I'll bump it up to 35, but for the moment, I'm using 30. Now let's talk about the web shadowcasting milestone. It's actually pretty easy because how you're scoring points from this is actually some of the same ways that you're already doing things. You're doing a lot of blitzing, so that's where you're actually going to make up a lot of it anyway. So as long as you're blitzing, you're probably going to do this. It's 13,450 points. Sorry, it's not as fancy as my other stuff. I didn't expect this. This was just a little bit of an add-on bonus that I didn't see coming. So winning Sim Blitz gives you 13 points. Win or lose Arena gives you 65, and win or lose Raid is 55. So I kind of came up with a scenario based on the above. 150 blitz wins, you're going to get about 1,950 points for that. If you do 3 arena battles, I don't know, maybe you do more, maybe you just do the 2, that'll give you 195. And then 12 raid battles, I know that's typically below the average. That's like 6 raid battles per raid. That'll give you 660 points. If you added all this up together, you're going to get 2,805. It's a 14-day milestone, so clearly you can see that this is way overshooting. So you're probably just going to finish this on Blitz alone, frankly, because even the 150 Blitz wins here times 14 days is, well, a lot, right? Like, that's more than that. 27,300. So you're doubling this milestone. So it should be no problem to clear this as long as you're doing everything above to, you know, try and get this one done. Because, frankly, this is probably the most important one, is the successful brew milestone because of what's included. But like I said, there are some stuff that I don't really know what's going on inside of that raid store. One last time, let's see if I can refresh the web page just to see if it does actually pop up, because I would really like to know what some of these rewards are. But nope, seems like it's still blank. Let me know in the comments down below if it changes for you at a later time, because this is blank. These are what presumably are orbs, and then this 40, 40, 40, 40, 60, 60, and all this crap here. I don't know what this is. It could be cauldrons, could be something else. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below if it ends up changing for you. So some final thoughts, of course, some notes here. The cauldron currency is farmable, so you can actually do up to 8 blitz rotations. If you want to go balls to the wall and you want to buy the stuff out of the store, there's teal gear in the store, so take advantage of this. You can get 6 teal origin gear pieces for 1,200 currency. You can also get 6 orange uniques for 1,500. You can also get 10 G14 minis for 1,200 for all of you in the Mystic Gear Crunch. So there's a lot of things to pick up here, especially if the uniques, if you do see the tempered osmium, I would consider buying that as well. Otherwise, you know, at your own discretion, just pick up what you want. So there is quite a bit of possible, currency that you can get, even because we know that you're going to need to spend at least 85,000, and there's going to be more than that if you do want to go balls to the wall in your blitz rotations and do 8 per day. There's going to be a lot of currency available for you to buy stuff at your leisure. I believe that is everything. I just wanted to end off by saying that, yeah, hopefully my webcam is going to be coming by early next week. a little bit confused about a few things going on in this event, and you know what, just for sakes, I'll put myself back on. It might glitch a little bit, but I just wanted to kind of just show my face anyways, that I am still here and I do exist. And I wanted to go back to this because it did mention a few things here. Let's double back onto this. Found in an offer. Oh shit, did I miss that one? Dragon Tooth, and then event calendar, and then found in the anniversary gift inbox. Oh shit, maybe I should check my offers. So let's check for that Dragon Tooth thing. Is it a core thing? I'm a little bit scared. So this is the last thing that I want to do because I missed out on it in the beginning. There are, of course, some offers here for the Cauldron currency, but really, I probably would not engage in this. I'm looking for the orb one. Where is it here, or is it going to come later? I don't know. I don't see it. Is it down at the very bottom? Nope. I don't know, guys. Did I miss it? Am I dumb? Maybe. Maybe? Didn't see it. So, unless it's this. Nope. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Nope, not that either. Nope. So, I don't know. Maybe it's going to appear later. But otherwise, yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope that this math was helpful. And wait until my blog post for tomorrow. I'm also going to be talking about Pocket Dimension 2 characters. That's going to be on Saturday as well. So I got some videos coming up for you. I hope that this was helpful. And until next time, stay safe and healthy and sane. And I'll see y'all later. Boilon signing out.